Morning traders, this is the morning brief. Real quick ideas that I'm looking at right here. We are gapping up above this weekly fib trend zone. Last time we did that, we ran for the rest of the day as a very bullish day, so keep that in mind. That'll put us at a upper potential value if it duplicates 270.30 area. So just keep that in mind on your SPY. Looking at the Qs real quick, also looking very positive. It's 165.90 is what we're gapping up to right at this point. That puts us above both of our signal line on our Ichimoku, plus our 20 EMA on our thing. The last time we did that was back over here, and we rallied up to this fib zone, the 61.618 on the primary channel. Okay, or the secondary channel, I'm sorry. And if we do that again, we have a potential upside for today, the 170 area. Some stocks of interest. AMD really taken to the woodshed. It is gapping. It's coming off of a significant low, and it is gapping up this morning on volume. Okay, Apple. Apple's seeing a nice gap up today. This is in the, it's, darn it. Wait a minute. Okay, Apple is in an accelerated trading zone, and it's gapping up nicely this morning. The last time it found some responsive sellers in this trend was up at this fib zone, so that would project us out to a potential target today of 177.50 or 177.40 area for a potential top today in Apple if the trend continues. Okay, we do have a trading range box here, which is going to give some relative resistance. Last time we were inside the box when it came out to this. To get to that target, we would be breaking out of that box. So just keep that in mind. Upside might be getting capped here for Apple for today. Bank of America, BAC. This is a broken pattern. It has broken down from the primary trend. We had the short covering rally yesterday, and we have a little bit of continuation this morning. So just keep that in mind. If the markets continue to go up, that'll be fine. But this is a bear flagging situation coming into Ichimoku resistance. So my first bias would be a short possibility in Bank of America unless proven otherwise. We have BABA gapping up this morning. We're right back up near channel highs for this. It's been channeling sideways, and we have broken up, for the past couple weeks we've broken up above the primary channel, so just keep that in mind. But this has acted as resistance in the past, so just keep that one in mind, that BABA might be a sell to pop situation here, and it gapped above the primary weekly channel too, so it's crossing out of two resistance zones. Boeing is putting in a consolidation sideways channel. We are gapping up today, going into critical industrial production data that's coming out this morning. So keep that in mind. There is likely to be a bid under Boeing today. Basically, it's rallied up. Basically, Boeing is probably good. If the industrial data comes out, it's probably good to the 245 area. That's where it's found some responsive selling in the past. So just keep that in mind, that there could be a substantial move in Boeing here if we have good data, industrial data coming out. Okay, on the bearish side, Facebook, of course, everybody knows, is a broken pattern, and I had to extend out our fib channel because of the breakdown to the fib zones. So now the 165 area is critical for us to go back into the bullish, turn bullish. We are seeing some relative weakness this morning in Facebook. So very bearish chart still, and it's still trying to find a bottom in my opinion. So basically the 165, until we can get back over to 165 with conviction, you still have to look for downside setups for Facebook. Micron is showing some relative weakness this morning, and we all know that it has been a beast of a stock in February and early March. They were just loading the boat on uh, call activity, but to me it looks like it's a breakdown pattern. It's going to be retesting the last week's lows. So just keep this in mind that Micron looks like it's wanting to fade here on a strong tape. British Petroleum is at a top of a trading range coming into today, and expectations are strong that we're going to have a draw on oil inventories. If that's the case, we might finally be seeing the breakout setup for British Petroleum. So just keep this in mind. We're right at the top of the daily cloud, and if XLE does catch a bid, we could possibly see a nice little move in British Petroleum to the upside. So Chesapeake also showing a little bit of weakness this morning, but is there anything else I want to show you guys? We do have some critical economic data hitting the tape today, which should be a driving force. But also keep in mind that, I want to show you one last chart. Okay, for a bearish note in the markets, I know the markets are on fire, and the indices look like they have room that they can go higher. One last thing I want to point out here, we have a lot of T-bill auctions still hitting the tape. It's the biggest one ever this week. I mean, that's how many are being auctioned off. And the yield curve on the 2-year treasuries dropped yesterday, and it's likely to continue drop. So just keep that in mind. That is a red flag that with the yield curve dropping, these markets might run into headwinds faster than what other people might not think is possible. But this yield curve is quite important. Okay. Thanks a lot. That's all I got to say.